everybody? Kenneth Hollins here with HollinsMusic.com. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes and viewing this video. Now, what I have for you today is something that I believe is going to help you, and what I call it is musical exposure. Now, I believe this is what helped me to open up my sound and to really add more contemporary flavor to my playing, and it's something that I believe can help you as well. And again, I call it exposure, and in particular, I mean when you put yourself in a position or in situations where, number one, you can hear musicians that are more experienced and or more advanced than you are, as well as not just hear them, but put yourself in situations where you can actually see what they're doing. Because see, what that does is it gives you a different perspective about how to play things that's different than what you were doing at first. And so I'm going to give you an example of exposure. Now, me myself, I've had several teachers, and I've had those light bulb moments. You know what I mean by that? When you see something and you say, oh, wow, I don't know if I would have ever thought of it like that. You know, I call those the light bulb moments. So I want to give you an example of what I mean by exposure. So when I first started playing, I would play, for example, a C major chord like this, okay? C, E, G, right hand, left hand, C, okay? Maybe I did something like this, doubling the left hand or something like that, okay? And that's completely fine. That's a C major chord. But I learned from one of my teachers a different way to play it. And I don't know if I would have thought about this or thought of it by myself. And it is this. He actually played a C major chord like this. And now I'm doing this with my left hand. And he played the C, then the G, then the E. And I looked at that. He actually wrote it out for me. And I said, whoa. I don't know if I would have ever thought to play C major that way. And then I would see him do that same thing in different keys. For example, F major. Normally I would play it like that, but he played it like that. And I said, whoa, that's pretty cool. And so I later learned that what that is called is a C major chord in second inversion, drop 2. Okay, so that's C major, second inversion, drop 2. But at the time, I didn't know that, but I did see him doing that. That was exposure. I was exposed to something that I don't know if I would have come up with by myself. I'll give you another thing that really caught my attention when I saw it. With this, he also did this. Instead of just playing C major, he threw this in there. He threw the A in there and the D like that, okay? And then the whole chord was now this. But it's really just a C major chord. So I was playing C major like this, but he played C major like this, which is richer, thicker, more colorful, more professional in my opinion sounding. And so I have incorporated that into my playing. So now I do that all over the place. I play those type of chords on a regular basis. So my point is, exposure opened me up to some things that I don't know if I would have come up with by myself, or it just sped up the process of growth. Maybe at some point I would have discovered that. Very, very possible. But it sped the time up because I was able to see what someone was doing that was more advanced than myself. And so I believe that's a very, very powerful tip, that if you really want to grow, if you want to expand, if you really want to go higher in your playing, expose yourself to higher level musicians. In other words, musicians that are more experienced and advanced than you are. Listen to them. If you can, go places where they're playing. See if they'll let you just sit in the rehearsal. You don't even have to play, but just kind of be like a fly on the wall and just stand back and watch, and you will be surprised at the things you will see, and it will make you say, whoa, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I would have thought of that. But then not only that, it actually it's a scripture that says for to be wise, you have to walk with wise. Okay, wise men, when you walk with wise men, you shall be wise. But the whole point is, when you are around something, it really starts to shape you into what you are around. Okay, and I call that exposure. Okay, so I just wanted to give you that tip. Always, you can go to my website, hollandsmusic.com. I have several different videos that you can download for beginner, intermediate, and advanced players, as well as I have a subscription-based blog that's called MKC, or My Keyboard Connection, and you can try it out for free. You can test drive it for free. It's no obligation. If you like it, you can stay with it. If you don't, it's no obligation. You can cancel it at any time, but you can try it out for 7 days absolutely free, and you can go to hollandsmusic.com. So again, thank you for taking a little time and watching this video. I hope you found it to bring some value to you. And remember, HMPI, we're serving gospel musicians all over the world.